I don't even have like an intro to this podcast. We've just been like filming and going with it because we have ADHD.
What's it called again?
Unapologetically unfiltered. I think.
Welcome to Unapologetically Unfiltered. Don't get mad.
It's either that or it's unapologetic and unfiltered. It's one of them. I have it
So
written
one
down
with
somewhere.
the end and one without the end?
Yeah.
So that just depends on whether or not you want the end?
I guess so. I haven't...
Every Tuesdays and Thursdays it gets the end. Every other week doesn't get it. Okay.
Alright, well, we're gonna talk about addiction. So like, I don't know. You said you have a lot of addicts in your family.
I do.
Who do you have?
I have...
Let's list them out.
Well, my mom is one of 6 kids.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I think it all also depends. Are we talking like hard drugs or just anything addictive?
Anything.
Okay,
Drugs,
so
alcohol, gambling.
both of her parents,
yeah,
addicts. So that's 1, 2, and then
drugs or alcohol or both.
Yeah, both. Pretty much all of it. My mom's entire family, in some shape or form, are addicts of something.
Interesting.
So altogether, her and self included 8.
Mm.
Mom, dad, and all children.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you worry about that slippery slope?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all the time. I mean, my grandma died of breast cancer, so it had nothing to do with drugs and stuff, I guess. But she smoked a lot of weed before weed was legal and stuff like that, which didn't help her immune system whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then, my grandfather still to this day has a gambling addiction. Mm-hmm. And a smoking addiction as well. So that has always been really rough. But my main concern has been alcohol.
Yeah.
That's everybody. Like a big portion of my family is alcohol, and that was always my fear growing up. So that's why I did not drink.
In your teens.
Yeah, like I didn't get drunk for the first time until I was 20.
Okay. When you do get drunk, do you feel out of control of it, or do you feel like you're aware?
I feel like I'm aware. I haven't gotten like blackout drunk.
Like
I think my body naturally. The next day. What happened? I think my body naturally doesn't let myself get to that point just of the fear. Yeah, I mean I vomited, but like that's also because like I forget to eat and stuff. So it's just like other things that I probably should do.
Yeah.
I do all that, but no, I always get worried that I'm gonna get addicted. Mm-hmm. And another main concern for me, honestly, literally just could be my taste, but like the fact that I only like hard liquor. I don't like wine.
I only like hard liquor.
Okay, so that makes you feel a little better.
I like wine, but I like hard liquor for other reasons. Like I've had cocktails, and I'll drink a margarita, but like I went to this one wedding. I went to this one wedding, and I was drinking margaritas, and it was fine, but the thing with cocktails is the alcohol, since there's so much sugar, it doesn't hit you till later. So you can keep downing drinks, and then it usually just like all hits you at once.
Yeah.
And I think I had like 5 margaritas, and then it was a wedding. It was a Jamaican wedding. So like they're drinking.
Yeah, they're drinking.
And so I didn't know the groom or the bride. I was there as a guest.
Oh, okay.
And so I had the bride's aunts come up to me at the bar, and they're like, shots, we're doing shots. I'm like, okay. Because I'm like 5 margaritas in, and they're drinking tequila. I was like, okay, great. At least I'm being smart. Like, tequila, great. And then it tasted like water. Like, it just went down. I was like, I know I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I don't feel gone yet.
Right.
And I usually, up until then, I was doing only hard liquor anyway. But I remember definitely, like within an hour, I was done. Like, I remember everything that happened.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, I'm that drunk that's, like, mentally aware, but I'm stumbling. And I know I can't walk.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I'm this person right now. I used to only drink, if I went to like house parties, I'd buy a bottle and then I'd bring it to the party strictly because I'm afraid of getting drugged.
I think that's smart.
Not really because I was afraid of mixed drinks, but I was afraid of people drugging me.
That's smart.
So I'd bring my own bottle to sip out of. But by doing that for years, I was just drinking hard liquor out of the bottle.
Right.
And so I was like, all right, well, I'm like, not immune, but like, I'm used to it now, and I don't mind it. And now cocktails taste really sugary.
Yeah. They don't really taste like alcohol at that point.
Yeah, and then I get nervous when I don't taste the alcohol. I'm like, either there's none in here and I wasted my money, or there's a lot in here, I don't taste it, and I'm gonna be fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, either one, I'm not okay with.
Either one.
Either one is not good.
No.
So, that's why I stick to hard liquor.
I mean, yeah.
I can tell where I am. Like, I know exactly how many shots I can be until I'm like, I should stop.
I don't.
Because it hits you right away.
I don't yet.
You don't know how many shots?
I know, like, I'll get to a point where it's exactly like what you said, like I'll take shots throughout the night, and then as soon as I realize after like the second shot that just tastes like water, I'm like, maybe I should like drink actual water. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's where my brain's like, okay, like, I'm definitely hooked right now.
I think, yeah.
But like, recently, in the past month, yeah, it's just been like, I mean, like, because normally, like, my friends and stuff, they do, like, chasers. Either because they can't handle it, or it's just to balance out, like, you're drinking pure alcohol, and then you drink something else to whatever. But I don't do chasers. I just, like...
I just take it back like a champ.
Yeah, like, it's like, my mom got to witness me just shot after shot of vodka, just pure vodka.
Okay, I can't do vodka.
And
there are some hard alcohols.
She was so concerned. She was just like, I didn't know you could do that. And I was just like, me neither.
My mom said the same thing to me in tequila, but I'm just like, I can really only do a couple alcohols straight. That has no effect.
Yeah.
You give me a shot of whiskey, I'm probably just like, because I just don't like the taste. No. Not sincerely because of the liquor part. No. I just don't like that taste.
No. But it's almost like weird because like I don't know my limit when it comes to like shots specifically. I don't. I feel like I can't logically say out loud like this is my limit. But
it's
like if I'm
sort of thing.
Yeah, like when I only that, but like I said in the past month, like I won't lie, like when I would be out to drink with like friends or like parties at like my house, I drank to get drunk. Like,
well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and
it's
my
also
body
different, though.
somehow knew.
Yeah, what your limit was.
Yeah, but even there's just a limit to get me to that drunk point really fast.
Well, the other part of it is you said you take shots throughout the night. That's different than like someone sitting and taking shots.
Right.
Because if you're taking shots throughout the night, like liquor's wearing off and you might be dancing or you could eat something and then you're like, okay, well I took one shot like an hour ago, so that's not really in me anymore, so I take another.
My friends do it in the span of like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, and then my 21st birthday, that's actually when like people actually started. We got back from the club. We did pre-gaming before. Everybody was pretty like lit at that point. So then we went, and I normally drink like vodka, Coke, rum and Coke. Depends if I want the light liquor, or I know you can have light rum too, but I normally do like Captain Morgan and Coke when I do rum and Coke. So it's one of those, and to me that just kind of like with your margarita thing, to me it just tastes like soda. I don't taste unless they like pour half the cup with alcohol. Yeah, it tastes like soda to me. So I can chug that down in like 5 minutes. So by the time we got back to the Airbnb, one of my friends specifically was like, shots, and I was like, yeah.
All right.
And I took like 5 shots in the span of 2 minutes. Yeah. I don't remember.
I did that recently.
It's in and out at that point. Like I remember, but like I don't at the same. Like I remember doing things, like what I did, words that came out of my mouth. I don't. Like people told me things that I said that I don't remember saying.
Oh, that happened to me at that wedding. I was just like, I don't remember that. And then it almost feels like gaslighting. Yeah. Because I'm like, I sincerely had no recollection. Yeah. I can believe you, but like, I still don't remember.
Yeah, because my friends were like telling me, I'm like, are you just trying to like make me feel better about my 21st birthday? Like, you want me to think that I was just that drunk? And they're like, no, like you...
I think if you drink to get drunk, you should be a little more self-aware, because that's definitely a slippery slope. And I know that, like, you recently went through a hard time, and I noticed that if I go through hard times, I will drink to get drunk. Mm-hmm. And I don't know my genetic background, so my mom has always reminded me of, like, you don't know, you could have addicts. Mm-hmm. So she's always made me self-aware of, like, how much you drink, what drugs do you try, like, right. You can get addicted quickly, whether you have the gene or not. They're just
yeah. Well, that's the excuse for a lot of people in my family. It's just like when they do the drugs and they do the alcohol, it's just I have a lot going on. My life sucked. So it's just kind of like when I get to that point and I get like that mentally down, like I almost am just kind of like, okay, screw it. I guess I am like the rest of my family. Like nothing good happens for me. Yeah. Like there's the bottle, mine as well.
Yeah.
But something I am proud of though is I always get to the point, and you know because I contact people.
Yes. That's good.
Even when I'm drunk, like just contacting people and people know automatically, okay, like he's
not
drunk.
Right. Yeah.
And then, because I think in the span of doing it in the hard time to get drunk, I do get to a point where I'm like, I don't like that I do this.
I don't want to live this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want this to be my end all be all.
Which is not what my family normally just drink until
they're done. So
either donezo or a fist fight breaks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you an angry drunk?
No.
Okay.
I've actually
been a happy drunk.
I am a very happy drunk. I've been told
You're happy sober.
Yeah, I'm happy sober too, but I feel like I'm a lot more. Like when I first started drinking, I was real emotional. I was an emotional drunk.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Like babysitting.
Yeah, like friends shoving Taco Bell down my throat because I hadn't eaten all day, and then me saying that I loved them.
Oh, sweetie.
I know, and crying, like on the floor eating my Taco Bell. So like it was embarrassing at first, but now like
like every college girl.
Yeah, I know. I really lived it. College girl
White
sorority
girl
life. Yeah. But now everybody tells me every time I drink with people, they're just like, you're just so much fun.
That can also be dangerous though, because then you can get the mentality of like, do I have to drink to be fun?
Right.
Like as long as you know that you don't have to do it. Like I'm fun sober.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think I'm pretty fun sober.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm fun sober. I am fun with some tequila in me too, right. But I'm fun both ways.
Right. ADHD.
Yeah.
It's like
that for you.
Yeah, that's what it'll do. There's always something to say, but.
Yeah.
But, but it does scare me because, like I said, in the past month is when I noticed the family roots kind of popping out a little bit.
Yeah.
And what doesn't help is family members. Blood related at least. I guess hyping me up for it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not healthy.
Hyping me up for it, yeah. Christmas especially was a little rough.
Yeah.
Mentally. And my mom did get to a point where she was like, okay, like giving me water, but my aunt was just making me like I was pretty like, I remember, but like pretty gone. And my aunt just kept making me drink after drink after drink, and she is a big alcoholic. So she's drunk too, so God only knows how heavy that hand is.
Yeah,
pouring the drink.
Yeah.
I am shocked I didn't throw up, if I'm going to be honest. Like, that's how pretty gone I was.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like now I'm just trying to surround myself with people that I can... I feel, I can feel like...
Have your best interest.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's the key. Definitely drink and do other substances with people that you trust.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been high. I've been contact high. I've never been high.
I've been high. I've been offered heavier drugs, but I know I have an addictive personality. And that brings me back to, I forgot where I learned this, but I learned that if you're like addicted to sugar, you're going to be addicted to drugs.
Oh, that's so great. Well.
And I am obsessed with candy.
Oh yeah.
Sugary coffee
Caramel
drinks,
crunch.
literally.
Yeah.
Ice cream, like, you can't stop me. I love sweets. I always have. And then I used to do it like I remember there was this one day I came home from school and I ate like an entire tub of ice cream. Probably like a gallon of ice cream.
I'm not judging.
No, I know. But I'm just like, I love sugar.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would be addicted to cocaine.
Yeah.
I'll try. I'm gonna be that person that tries it once and is like.
It's just like it's the funny reference when people say like when I was talking about the salad earlier, like it's cocaine to me.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that, like if you can look at something and say, yeah, like
I need that.
If you have to relate something to taking drugs,
yes.
If you take drugs,
yeah,
you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I lost 2 of my uncles on the same day due to cocaine. And it was laced with fentanyl. Yeah. That was about a year ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was the day before Father's Day. Aww. And I came home to my mom on the phone with, one of them had my aunt and his 2 boys. And it was something out of like a true crime, like it was traumatizing for sure. Like it was real traumatizing. And I recently am taking kind of a little bit of a break from my friend group that I normally go out with because they took me out. One of them, my best friend specifically, her I'm not worried about. She always looks out for me no matter what. Her boyfriend's pretty cool too, but I'm still getting to know him a little more. And then her other friend we love her to death. She's a sweetheart, but she's kind of... oh, you know what I mean? She's here there to have a good time, pretty much. Yeah. But I met one of their friends, and then he invited us over to his condo, which was right down the road. Afterwards, he cracked me open a beer. That's how I knew how drunk I was, because I drank beer. Ew. Yeah, and I painted my feelings, though. He had canvases for people to paint, so I did. It was a great time. Like, I was having a good time, music was playing, and then I was catching up with my friend about everything that's happened in the past month. And... It was like a Euphoria episode moment. This guy comes out with a dessert Christmas tray of a mountain of cocaine. Mountain. With dollar bills rolled up, like, lined up, like it was some kind of catering business. And I froze. I was freaking terrified. Like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. My friend was like, we're talking, like, this is... And then he was real pushing it. Like, I'm glad that he thought I was cool enough. Like, I know that sounds wrong, but, like, he thought I was cool enough, bro to bro, to, like, want to, like, do that with me. But, like, I told him, I was like, no, like, I'm okay. I'm good. And he was real, like, getting closer. And he was, like... And I almost had a panic attack. Thoroughly. I felt like I couldn't get out of
I don't like when people push it.
No, which my friend, like I said, she stepped in and she flat out told him, like, he lost family members to this. Like, this is, like, he's a good kid.
Even if you didn't, like, cocaine is not like weed.
No.
Where, you know, it's everywhere.
Yeah, and it's
a hard drug and it's an addictive drug and...
Yeah, it was scary, and that was just kind of like a big, like, nothing to do with my friend personally, because I don't think she knew it was going to be there. Yeah. I don't think anybody other than the guy whose house it was knew it was going to be there. But I just remember I tried to, like, sit it out because, like, everybody else was having a good time, but I got to a point where I told her, I'm like, I want to go home. Like, I like, that kind of mentally ruined everything for me. I need to...
You also never want to be that person that feels like you're downing a mood just because you won't do an illegal substance. Yeah. Like, that shouldn't be a thing.
No, it shouldn't be a thing. But then it's even the fact of going back to, like, us talking about, like, during that period, like, I was drinking to get drunk. And, like, God forbid that was the night I got blacked out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't even, like, for myself, I couldn't even respectfully say that I wouldn't. If I wasn't, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what scared me.
Decision making.
Which is why after that night, I've like, if I start to get, like, I don't go to going out and going to get, like, a drink. Yeah. And even if I do, like, if my roommates or whatever, they pour me one, like, I only, like, do one. Yeah. And then I I'm like, okay, like, I'm good. Because I need to find that balance of going out just to have a good time and then going out because I'm sad and drinking because I'm sad to be happy.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Because alcohol is also a depressant.
It is.
Yeah.
It makes you,
Except for tequila.
Is this really?
Yeah. Tequila is the only alcohol that's not a depressant.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
The words, I mean, they make it, like, I don't know, rum.
That's why there's that's why tequila has a song. Tequila!
Yeah, Fireball does too.
Oh, well, I don't trust Fireball.
Oh my gosh,
That's
I can take Fireball like it's...
What do we want? Fireball!
Yeah, no, I can take like nip. That's God, like it's talking about this out loud like scares me. Like hearing myself talk sometimes about stuff
Fireball
like this.
reminds me of high school.
I mean, I can just take nip after nip with no problem. It just tastes like Big Red Chew.
I hate those.
I
hate
those.
cinnamon.
I love that gum. But
I can't do it because of the cinnamon.
Yeah, no,
I can. You know what's surprising? I can do Smirnoff nips. Why? I don't know.
You can? I actually never had one, and then my mom put them in my Christmas stocking this year.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, she got me like a raspberry one, a watermelon one, and I'm kind of like thrown off with the caramel one. I don't know how that one's gonna taste.
A blue raspberry one or something, or a blueberry, and I put it in a black cherry Mike's Hard.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
I did a lot of drinking.
I've always wanted to do like those like crazy punch things, like where people like bring like the cooler. And then like do like a soda and like a candy and stuff.
I would so put the wrong stuff in.
Yeah, but like that's the experience.
If I could, I'll find a video.
And then like recreate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
If I'm just given a cooler
Yeah.
and told to put whatever in it, it's gonna be your next week's headache.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what mixes well.
I don't know what mixes well either.
Even with alcohol and soda, like I don't know what soda would taste good with what alcohol.
Everybody uses Sprite.
Yeah, but
because it's clear.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because like they rely on like juices and the alcohol to bring the color. I've noticed watching the videos.
Yeah.
I think it's like literally just the little kid in me, the ADHD, just wants to pour candy in an alcoholic drink.
Yeah.
Like Sugar Factory vibes.
I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I actually haven't had a Sugar Factory drink with alcohol yet. I know.
You're not missing much.
I know. I was told that. It always gets too icy at the bottom.
They're so expensive.
I know, for no reason.
I mean, I think you should have one just to experience
Just for the experience.
Because it is cool.
Then I would want to have at least a little drink in me already
drink.
then, or else I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Yeah.
I think I'd be wasting my money if I was sober and relying on.
I think it's the experience that's the $42.
$42?
I believe it's $42, depending on which one you get.
Do you get
32 or 42?
If it's $42, you should keep the cup.
That's what I said.
Because that's
I
ridiculous.
think it's 32 or it's either 32 or 42. It's one of them, but I've had two of them in my life, and they're okay.
Well, I'm pretty plain too and picky, so like I feel like I wouldn't even pick out a fun one.
I picked out whichever one had like Sour Patch watermelons in it.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also liked the gummy shark one.
I think it was like I got Dwayne Johnson and Nick Jonas.
Oh yeah, the celebrities have their own drinks too. I always forget about that. There's literally a wall of all of them.
Yeah, I think I chose those two because it had like tequila and gummies in it.
We went to, I want to say the best bar that we went to when we were in London was the arcade bar. That was fun. It was in a basement. It was like underground. Everything was glow in the dark paint.
Like speakeasy.
And yeah, and then it was just filled with arcade games and black light. And then like the drinks were based off of games. So like, you know, the people that I was with had some kind of Mario one. I don't even know what it was called, but it was absolutely horrendous. It was so gross.
You know what's also gross? Martinis.
I will never try a martini. I don't know why you have to put a vegetable in an alcoholic drink. That's just not right for me.
I've tried 3 martinis. I've only liked one. I tried one in Salem, Mass.
Ooh. Like a witchy one?
It was a witchy one.
Oh.
And I thought like,
I love that I knew that.
It was like all decorated for Halloween. So I was like, oh, let me try that. That looks cute. It had sprinkles on it and everything. It was horrible.
Oh.
It was disgusting. It tasted like just whatever alcohol was in it.
Maybe it was like an actual.
And it was like, I had my friend finish
Did you
it.
ever think about that?
No, I don't.
What if like there was a curse in there or something?
Well, then my friend is cursed. Because I had a sip and she finished the whole thing.
Oh. Oh, right.
I tried an espresso martini in New York. I tried it at the Starbucks roastery. I was like, I'm safe.
You'd think that would be the one place it would taste actually genuine.
I had a latte there earlier that morning, and it was delicious. Because the espresso beans they had, the types of machines they had, I was like,
fancy.
Great,
right.
Okay, it's the roastery, right? So I went back that night for the bar experience. I was like, This is the perfect place for me to have an espresso martini.
Yeah.
It
Starbucks.
was disgusting.
Oh,
I paid
God.
$25 for it.
$25?
It's New York City. It's
Starbucks.
New York City and it's Starbucks roastery. So I was like, it's to be expected.
Right.
And I was also expecting it to be amazing. And then no one in my group wanted an espresso martini. And I was like, someone drink it.
Yeah.
I drank it.
You drink.
I could not. I spent $25 on it. I was like, I'm not letting this sit here.
Yeah, no. I feel like even if I didn't like a drink, if I paid money for it, nobody else was gonna drink it.
I've done that a couple times, and that makes me just feel like, why would I ever try something new? I've been disappointed every single time I tried something new.
Yeah.
I tried a pear mule.
What?
The picture looked pretty.
I mean.
And it tasted horrible.
I can't be mad at you for like wanting to try something that looks pretty. Like anytime I try a new drink, I look at the picture and find the one that looks.
And I chugged it. I was just like, whatever. Yeah. It was $13. $13. I'm going to drink it.
Oh, jeez.
I also like working in food service. I feel like if I said I hated it or if I didn't like it, they'd make me a different one. But I just don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So I take one for the team.
Right.
The only time I do that is if it's like a dinner. I'm like, if it's wrong, I will say something.
I feel like that's why I kind of like having friends that are older than me because I trust everybody's opinion. But that's also dangerous at the same time.
Yeah.
But
like, just everybody.
When I like want to try new drinks, like I don't ask people my age. I don't ask people my age what drink to try. I don't do that. No. I always ask my friends that are older because I feel like they can give me a better answer.
Yeah.
But
I'm not the best at drinks actually. I really just stick to the same thing.
My first time going up to a bar to order a drink. They were like, okay, what can I get you? And I said, something with alcohol. Wow. Those were my words.
They must have just
And then my thing is that they weren't going to ID me, and then that came out of my mouth.
And then they were, yeah.
And then they asked for my ID. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which, like, I wasn't even mad at, because I can understand that. But I didn't know how to order. Because, I don't know, sometimes I hear people say the craziest stuff at the bar that sounds like gibberish. And it's literally
then
just
you're like, and that's not on the menu. But then, like, there's, like, this underlying rule that every bar can make a margarita, whether it's on their menu or not. Every bar can make a Long Island iced tea.
But then you don't know how much they're going to charge you.
Yeah.
That's...
I've had a Long Island iced tea. Those are kind of good. Those are dangerous.
The Long Island iced tea.
Those really just taste like tea.
I can't say it.
I believe in you. Long Island iced tea.
Iced tea.
Yep.
Nice.
Speaking of Long Island, this is so off topic. Did you know that in Times Square for the ball dropping, that they dropped 3,000 pounds of confetti?
3,000 pounds?
Yep, and did you know that it is hand-tossed from the rooftops? It's not a machine.
It's not a machine?
It's hand-tossed from 80 people from the rooftops in Times Square.
Do they get paid for it?
No volunteers. The guy who created the effect 30 years ago gets paid. Because he was...
I didn't know that. That's a lot of hands.
He was approached and he was told that he had to think of a... not event, but something to do at midnight for Times Square, New York. And he came up with the confetti. So every year, 80 volunteers...
That's insane.
Throw over 3,000 pounds of confetti.
That could kill somebody if you put it in a bag.
Yeah, it's in cardboard boxes. Each of them have like
Are they
multiple boxes.
biodegradable?
They are biodegradable.
Oh, really? I was about to say. I was like, hopefully, if it's 2025, I hope that they have it biodegradable.
They're biodegradable and they're made out of like recycled something.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that though.
He kept it a secret for 12 years that it was hand tossed.
That's crazy.
I saw this documentary on TikTok this morning.
I don't know.
I was like, that's so cool.
If I was a volunteer, I'd brag to everybody that I hand toss confetti at New Year's.
Maybe they send an NDA.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Those are real.
Yeah, they are real.
I didn't register that until I was in Korea. Because my friend brought like 4 different colored pens.
I mean, that's a cool thing to keep. That's a cool secret.
Yeah.
Also, how do you carry up 3,000 pounds of confetti up to a rooftop and not get noticed? I mean, it's New York City. They've probably seen weirder, so
that's true.
Makes sense.
I was about to say.
They probably don't do it the day of, honestly.
Yeah, they probably put it in like
They're in cardboard boxes, so it looks like Amazon packages.
Yeah,
so,
Amazon packages or like.
It doesn't actually look that abnormal, I guess.
They probably also just get the people that normally like maintenance or people that work on the roofs normally maybe. Just looks like they're bringing stuff to fix the roof.
Do you want to know how much the guy who finds the Rockefeller tree makes?
He found the rock. What?
That's his job.
It's not the same tree every year?
No.
They have to go find the tree every year?
It's a real tree, Kai.
Is it really?
It's a real tree. Do I know how much he makes?
How much he makes?
Because he has to find 2 trees. Did you know that?
2?
He has to find 2 that look exactly alike.
Why?
They have a backup tree.
Just in case that tree burns down?
It did. 3 years ago. It burned down in Rockefeller Center.
Yes!
And then they brought out the spare.
How much does he get paid for that?
He gets paid $300K to find 2 trees.
Each or all together?
Altogether.
Only once a year though?
Well, think about how he's not just going in December to find his tree. First of all, tree gets put up November, like first week of November,
Yeah.
the tree gets put up.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be searching for his tree all year. It has to be big. It's a Rockefeller tree.
But like,
And he has to find 2 of them.
is this tree just in the wilderness or is it?
I think he's recently gotten them from Canada.
That's where people are from.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I've
Yeah.
actually never been to Canada. I feel ashamed of myself.
But I only know this because my uncle was at a bar with him. And he was like, what do you do for work?
And he says, I find the Rockefeller tree?
Yeah.
That's insane. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, did your uncle...
My uncle lives in New York.
Did your uncle say you're buying next round?
He probably said something dumb like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have.
Yeah.
You get 300K to
You find a tree? That's your line of work?
That's your line of work, and you get paid.
What do your tax forms look like?
I wonder, actually.
300K. 1 day a year.
1 day a year. What did you do?
Found 2 trees.
Found 2 trees.
Like when he dies, who gets that job? Who do you apply to get that job? Does he pass the job down?
To his son, maybe.
I want to know all the questions.
Is it a family business, or do people get hired?
That's what I'm saying. And then how do you get that job? Who gives you that job of like, find the biggest tree in the world?
Probably the mayor. Is there a mayor of New York? New York City?
I think that'd be a mayor thing.
Not a mayor. It has to be something with the state.
Someone has to, yeah,
State
someone
something.
with power.
God, do they have a governor?
I don't know politics.
I don't know
I'm
politics
gonna
either.
sound so dumb by saying that, but I don't know politics.
I don't know politics at all.
But same thing with the confetti. Who's in charge? Who gave him that job to make that happen? Who pays him? Has to be the state of New York, right?
Has to be.
Whoever orchestrates the ball drop. That has to be its own thing.
Yeah, it has to be the state of New
Like
York.
an event.
But like it has to. I want to know who, the person. Like I want to know like the human-bodied form of who
And is
does
that
all
all they
this.
do all year round? Is for next New Year's? Or is there like a
probably?
Is there like a holiday New York City?
Unless it's like the
person?
same people that do like the Pride Parade and like all like this.
I would actually assume that.
It has to
Like
be
an
the same
event
thing.
person.
Yeah, like an event. Events of New York thing.
Marathon.
Yeah, like all that stuff.
Something that happens yearly. Annually.
Yeah. I don't want to say the Broadway shows, right? I think that's a whole separate thing.
That's a different thing.
But it has to be one thing.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Because the Macy's Day, that has to be the same people. It has to be. Because I wouldn't understand how would you only do one thing that happens in the state. And like that's your job.
Well, Macy's Day Parade and New Year's Eve are pretty close.
Yeah. So
That's
then,
a lot of planning.
So then, yeah, you probably are right.
I
They
got two
probably,
teams.
as soon as it ends, they probably
Work on the next.
work on the next. It's like Santa.
Yeah, but like for New Year's Eve, especially, the amount of celebrities they have to play,
a lot.
they have to book them.
Ryan
months in advance.
Seacrest has been doing this for like.
Yeah, but I'm talking like the Jonas Brothers performed, and I saw
Rita Ora.
what's her
That's
face,
one of those.
Carrie Underwood performed.
Yeah.
Like,
She
they have to
performed.
get performers
Yeah. Well, then they have.
booked out.
Well, then they have to talk to the other states because then they have the cameras that switch to the different states.
Everyone's time is always off.
Yeah. But it turned midnight on my phone before it turned midnight on the TV.
Same. It's like
So I was
we're
really-
all counting at the different times.
I was really confused.
I was like,
Because
what time is it?
because I'm looking at Ryan Seacrest going, dude, you're literally like right
You're late.
below me. Like, how is your time not?
I didn't know there was a time difference between us and New York.
There isn't. Yeah, well, oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
exactly.
said. I was like,
Come on,
I don't,
Ryan, get it together.
I'm sorry. I was like, I don't understand. Like, I don't. I also heard that the ball didn't completely drop.
I don't know.
I saw something on TikTok that said it like stopped halfway.
That's kind of funny.
But like I remember it dropping, so I'm
Maybe
like,
we're
no,
still
I'm
in
confused.
2024. We just don't know.
2024 was a year.
2024 sucked.
It really did suck.
Yeah. I'm hoping for a better 2025. Alright, well, we kind of went off topic.
We did.
That's fine.
I love that though.
Yeah.
We went from
Addiction
to the
New Year's
Rockefeller tree and the confetti on New Year's Eve. I mean, it all correlates somehow. Why do we watch New Year's Eve every year? Why is it always in New York? Why do they throw confetti every year? Why do we do the Rockefeller tree? Everybody is addicted to the same ideas.
Hope.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
That was really great.
They want to believe in something great.
And black
themselves.
screen.
And timeout. Alright, well, it's been great.
It's been great. I had fun.
Yeah, we should do another one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a bunch of topics, as you can see.
Oh, really? Yes.
I have a whole list.
I can find a way to talk about anything.
Yeah, no, same.
Like literally anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should talk about dog poop.
You could.
Yeah, I have a lot to say.
I would really love to hear it actually.